How did you meet Epstein?
I was 22, and I am the earliest publicly known survivor. I was raped by Jeffrey Epstein in 1991. Back in 1991, in the US, as I understood it, rape was determined by how much you resisted. And because I froze in that moment and then proceeded to blame myself because I froze, I thought, well, nobody's gonna believe me. So I carried it for a really long time, and it actually took the first four victims coming out in Julie K. Brown's perversion of justice in 2018 for me to actually recognize what had happened wasn't my fault. That I thought for 27 years, I thought I was the only person he had raped. I assumed I was the only one.
I say publicly quite frequently that I didn't even know that I was trafficked until Epstein was arrested in 2019. And when I realized that I had been trafficked, I had all of those, preconceived notions about what trafficking was. And so I really had to immerse myself in the national anti-trafficking movement. And that is how I learned what trafficking was and that it was not my fault because I also, for decades, thought that I was the only one this happened to.
Do you think that your stories and what we have just heard has been lost in some of the politics around this and the larger kind of story that seems to be taking place as we talk about Epstein?
Yeah, I definitely think so. We frequently see and hear other people who were not involved in this case commenting about this case, but we're the ones who experienced this crime. When you look past the headlines and you look at what this story is really about, we were young women who were just starting our lives. We had hopes, we had dreams, and our experience with Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, in my case, really just took that all away.
Yes. So it helps you to resolve to a certain point. Now let me take it again. Now let me break this down. In